There is a saying that can stay with you for a long time if you truly think about it. When a tree falls, everyone hears the noise. But when a tree grows, no one notices. At first, it sounds simple, almost obvious. But the more you reflect on it, the more it reveals something deeply true about life, about people, and about the quiet nature of real progress. In life, failure is loud. When something goes wrong, it often feels like the whole world is watching. People talk. They question your choices. Some may even judge you without knowing your full story. Their voices, whether spoken or unspoken, can feel heavy. And sometimes, the harshest voice is not from others. It comes from within. We replay our mistakes over and over again, asking ourselves what we could have done differently, why we weren't good enough, or whether we even deserve to try again. That moment, when everything seems to fall apart, is like the sound of a tree crashing to the ground. It is sudden, undeniable, and impossible to ignore. But what happens after that moment is what truly defines a person. Because the truth is, no one pays much attention when you decide to stand up again. There is no loud applause when you quietly begin to rebuild your life. There are no headlines announcing your effort to improve yourself. No crowd cheering you on as you take small, uncertain steps forward. Growth is silent. It happens in the early mornings when you choose discipline over comfort. It happens in the late nights when you keep going even though you are tired. It happens in the moments when no one is watching, when no one is praising, and when no one even knows what you are going through. And yet those quiet moments are where real change begins. Starting over is never easy. It requires courage to face the same path that once led you to failure. It takes strength to believe in yourself when your confidence has been shaken. But there is something powerful about rebuilding from nothing. When everything is gone, you are given a rare opportunity to create a stronger foundation, to learn from your past, and to grow in ways you never could before. Many people chase quick success. They want fast results, instant recognition, and visible achievements. But real success does not work that way. Just like a tree does not grow overnight, neither does a meaningful life. Growth takes time. It requires patience. It demands consistency. There is an old idea that if you rush, you will not reach your destination. And if you try to achieve something great without putting in the necessary effort, it will not last. These ideas may sound simple, but they carry a deep truth. Anything that is built too quickly is often fragile. It cannot withstand challenges. It breaks easily under pressure. On the other hand, something that is built slowly, with care and persistence, becomes strong. It develops deep roots. And those roots are what allow it to stand firm, even when storms come. Think about your own journey. There may have been times when you felt like giving up. Times when the weight of failure was too heavy to carry. Times when it seemed easier to stop trying than to continue. Those moments are real, and they are part of being human. But they do not define your future unless you allow them to. What defines you is your response. Do you stay down, or do you rise again? Do you let the noise of failure control your thoughts, or do you learn to move forward in silence? Because moving forward quietly is not weakness, it is strength. It shows that you are focused on your path, not on other people's opinions. It shows that you understand something important. Growth does not need an audience. There is a certain beauty in working toward your goals without needing validation. When you stop seeking approval from others, you begin to build a deeper connection with yourself. You learn to trust your own process. You become more patient, more resilient, and more grounded. And over time, something remarkable begins to happen. The small efforts you make each day start to add up. The habits you build become part of who you are. The discipline you practice shapes your character. And slowly, almost invisibly, you begin to change. At first, no one notices. Just like no one hears a tree growing, people may not see your progress right away. But that does not mean it is not happening. Beneath the surface, you are becoming stronger. Your roots are growing deeper. Your foundation is becoming more solid. And then, one day, the results begin to show. It may not be sudden, it may not be dramatic, but it will be real. People might look at you and think that your success came easily, that it happened quickly, or that you were simply lucky. They did not see the quiet mornings, the long nights, the doubts you faced, or the effort you put in when no one was watching. They only see the outcome, not the process. But you will know the truth. You will know that every step forward, no matter how small, mattered. You will know that every moment of persistence, every decision to keep going, and every lesson learned from failure played a role in your growth. And that understanding is more valuable than any external recognition. Because in the end, success is not just about reaching a destination. It is about who you become along the way. It is about developing the strength to continue, even when the path is difficult. It is about learning to grow, even in silence. So if you are going through a difficult time right now, remember this. It is okay if things feel loud and overwhelming. It is okay if the world seems to notice your struggles more than your efforts. That is just part of the journey. What matters is what you do next. Take your time. Start again. Build quietly. Grow steadily. You do not need to prove anything to anyone. You do not need applause to validate your progress. All you need is the willingness to keep going. Because just like a tree, if you continue to grow, to reach upward, and to strengthen your roots, there will come a day when you stand tall, not because the world suddenly noticed you, but because you never stopped growing. And when that day comes, you will realize something important. The silence was never empty. It was where everything truly began.